record. The fastest player in the history, 30-year history of the WNBA, the fastest player in the history of all of the WNBA's time to reach 600 assists. She did it in just 72 games, guys. Do you think Stephanie White congratulated her on breaking a record? Do you think, but before we get into it, do you think so?
The entire corporate foundation of professional basketball has officially collapsed at the highest financial level, and the multi-billion-dollar WNBA landscape is now spinning into complete chaos following the biggest executive leak in league history tonight. We are revealing the documented proof of a secret double acquisition strategy carefully engineered behind closed doors by the billionaire ownership group of the Los Angeles Sparks. For months, the basketball world believed the West Coast organization was preparing only a massive contract for Caitlin Clark, but the biggest shockwave has now exploded across the internet. Caitlin Clark reportedly delivered one clear non-negotiable ultimatum: signed Sophie Cunningham, or the entire $50 million agreement is completely off the table. The Los Angeles Sparks front office did not hesitate for a single moment. In one coordinated late-night move, they completed a stunning double signing, bringing in both franchise stars in one decisive move. This unprecedented move has left the Indiana Fever organization facing complete financial turmoil, while head coach Stephanie White has come under intense public scrutiny. The long-standing image of complete organizational control has quickly fallen apart. The league's legal structure now faces growing public attention, and the countdown to the complete collapse of the Indiana Fever remaining credibility appears to have reached its final stage. The message was simple: bring Sophie Cunningham, or I walk away. To fully understand why this historic double move is being described as the ultimate turning point for Caitlin Clark's career, we must first examine the difficult locker room environment she reportedly endured inside the Indiana Fever organization. Throughout the season, the coaching staff operated with questionable bench rotations, deliberate late-game isolation, and passive-aggressive press conference messaging, all of which many believed limited the generational star's influence. But they seriously underestimated Caitlin Clark's long-term vision behind closed doors. Caitlin Clark quietly built a strong partnership with Sophie Cunningham, the one teammate who remained by her side through every reported internal setback. When the Los Angeles Sparks arrived with a historic $50 million offer, Caitlin Clark did not simply accept the deal. She looked directly at the West Coast executives and made one powerful demand she refused to leave alone.
On the Shelbourne, letting it be known, this new ownership group is heavily involved in making changes that could have a lasting impact on the team. And this is the ownership group, the Walter Group. They came in and made the big splash for Luka Doncic. They're the ones, they're not bringing back LeBron James. They are ushering in the new faces of the league, and there's no bigger face in women's sports than Caitlin Clark. The Walter Group is looking to get Caitlin Clark locked in LA. They see the malpractice that's going on, and you better believe they're going to be scouring the market for a GM that may have a good relationship with Caitlin Clark or Caitlin Clark's representation, somewhere where they can tie this thing together. This ownership group is looking to make a move. Now, head coach Lynn Roberts spoke about this. She spoke about the important ways. He spoke about Cameron Brink, a bunch of stuff. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of it.
She insisted that Sophie Cunningham receive an immediate premium contract offer so they could leave the toxic Midwest environment together. By convincing the Los Angeles Sparks to complete a historic double signing, Caitlin Clark completely avoided the Indiana Fever front office strategy, proving once again that she is the ultimate chess player both on and off the court. The massive Los Angeles Sparks double acquisition changed everything the moment the confidential financial details of this dual contract agreement moved beyond secure digital channels. An immediate shockwave swept through the Indiana Fever front office. Los Angeles Sparks leadership did not simply present a traditional player acquisition package. They carried out a carefully planned corporate move designed to take advantage of the growing internal division inside the Indiana Fever organization. Backed by major global investment support, the Los Angeles Sparks created a dual compensation structure that moved beyond Traditional luxury tax limitations through strategic West Coast technology partnerships, this historic double signing immediately triggered a wave of panic across corporate sports boardrooms.
Them with is just they play fast, and I think she helps them play faster. So we've got to be really aware of that, and that's why, you know, our defense on, when did we play? Monday. In the half court wasn't bad. It was our live ball turnovers that just turned into fast break points in 3 seconds. You do that against Indiana, it's going to be 2 points in 2 seconds. So we've got to take care of the ball. You know, and obviously your pickup point begins higher with Caitlin out there. She can shoot it once it crosses half court, and she will. So obviously she's another tremendous player to add to them. And the first time we played them, she played. Last time she didn't. So we've seen both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She'll shoot it as soon as she cross half court. She'll shoot it as soon as she cross half court. It seemed like everybody around the league be recognizing the greatness of Caitlin Clark, except the damn coach that she has. And Lynn Roberts went on to laud about Kate Martin as well, who looks like she might be there long term with the Sparks. Look at this interaction post game between Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin. Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. Caitlin like, look, man, don't even worry about it. You looking good in this purple and gold. I can't wait to join you. I can't wait to join you in LA, girl. I miss you, bestie. I miss you, bestie. Caitlin is ready to get to LA for good. Caitlin is ready to get to LA permanently. Let's take a look at what Lynn Roberts had to say about Kate Money Martin.
Yeah.
At this level. But when she is out there, you know, what kind of advantages do you have when she's able to slide up that way?
Yeah, and I mean, desperate times seek desperate measures, right? So we are
forcing major network sponsors to immediately suspend their Midwest marketing budgets as they realized the biggest television stars in the sport had officially planned their joint departure from Indiana Fever. The Hunters had officially become the Hunted, and the corporate reckoning was unfolding with remarkable precision. The fallout from this leaked double signing has now centered directly on head coach Stephanie White, whose professional reputation has come under intense scrutiny across the global digital landscape. The long-standing image of complete executive authority has quickly turned into a professional crisis as she now faces the reality of being completely outmaneuvered and left with nothing. Internal reports from the secure Indiana Fever facility claimed that Stephanie White reacted with complete disbelief after discovering that both of her franchise cornerstones had reportedly agreed to West Coast contracts without her knowledge. Emergency board meetings are now taking place around the clock, with key shareholders demanding immediate accountability and decisive action.
It's restriction off me, guys. That's what Caitlin Clark is thinking. Now let's get to when she actually brings up Caitlin Clark, and she's going to refuse to give her credit and congratulate her on breaking a record.
6 players in double figures. Welcome back, baby. Yeah.
That's all I get, huh? A welcome back. Welcome back. I played 2 days ago. Y'all set me out the day after you played me 15 minutes. What do you mean welcome back? Because I got to play 9 more minutes today? How about congratulations on breaking a record, 600 assists in 72 games, being the fastest player in the history to do it? No? Won't mention that, huh? Okay, let's see.
Collective effort. Welcome back, baby. Yeah. Collective effort. Our energy, our toughness, our ability to withstand runs, big shots, so in that. Yeah. Hey, but most important thing, yo, 3 wins out on a road trip. Yeah. Hey, it's a collective effort every night. A collective effort every night. When we play as connected as we did on both ends of the floor, nobody can stop us. Yeah. Together.
Now, do y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? Y'all remember when Kelsey Mitchell broke her record? The Stephanie White, oh, Kelsey Mitchell! None of that for Caitlin. None of that. Insane. I don't even think, I don't think you can be this, not smart. I think this is being done on purpose.
Stephanie White is now facing complete career uncertainty as the remaining locker room has reportedly lost confidence in her leadership. Her marketing value has sharply declined, and major investors are openly calling for her immediate removal before the entire Indiana Fever organization faces a full-scale fan-driven financial boycott. Carefully prepared damage control statements are now being criticized by millions of frustrated supporters across social media, while the countdown toward major administrative changes continues in full public view. The new West Coast partnership featuring Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham officially joining forces under the bright lights of the Los Angeles Sparks has completely changed the landscape. The modern world of professional sports has now reached a defining moment. This is no longer being viewed as a routine player move. It has become a major cultural and financial shift that many believe proves generational talent will no longer remain trapped by bureaucratic jealousy and administrative politics. By securing this unprecedented double agreement on the West Coast, Caitlin Clark has not only protected her own historic future, but has also created a powerful blueprint for athlete empowerment around the world.
Not smart. I think this is being done on purpose. I think it's being done on purpose. We got to get to this article here, courtesy of Yahoo Sports. Caitlin Clark shows discontent over officiating decision after hostile act involving Chelsea Gray. Here it says, with 4:26 left in the second quarter of Sunday's Indiana Fever Las Vegas Aces, Caitlin Clark took on point guard Chelsea Gray, point grandma, because she's done. She's cooked. Chelsea Gray's done. The lady can't move. She moved like Damiris Dantas. It's over. It ended in another highly debated foul call as Clark tried, as Clark tried to defend Gray from making the basket. The two players made contact, and right as the Aces star took the shot, Clark went down, prompting a review from the refs. Clark down after contact with Chelsea Gray pops up and is not happy with the foul call. Now play is being reviewed for a hostile act after the whistle. WNBA beat writer Tony East wrote and posting a clip. It says Becky Hammond looked baffled as the officials went to the screen. Hammond even argued her case with the officials, but they looked into the foul regardless. As the officials reviewed the sequence, Clark stayed down, holding her back, and fans feared the worst. However, as she got up, the officials assessed it as a common foul for Clark, and the Fever star immediately protested. She said, "It's not a foul." She said as Stephanie White prevented the situation from getting any worse and guided her to the bench because Caitlin Clark don't need to get no more texts. Clark is already on 5 technicals, and the Indiana Fever does not want her suspended for 1 game. Clark's fitness also remains a concern for the Fever after she missed 2 games because of the back injury she picked up June 24th versus the Mercury. Here it says, oftentimes when you're coming back from injury, fatigue is also a factor, and building endurance is also a factor. When you're fatigued, you have a tendency to get hurt,
leaving those who stood against her to face the consequences of their own strategic failure, while the remaining executive leadership inside the Indiana Fever organization stepped down on their own before their billion-dollar brand value is completely destroyed. Or will this historic double departure become the defining moment that sparks lasting leadership changes across the entire sports world? One thing is absolutely certain: the global basketball community is watching every corporate decision more closely than ever. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications, because this multi-million-dollar battle has reached its breaking point, and the next major development could change everything forever.